Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a different kind of video. This was requested by Piggy Player. She wanted me to do an intro, a tutorial for an intro, and I just want to put this out there immediately that this is not a tutorial. If you want to learn how to use After Effects and Premiere Pro, do not watch this video because it is not that. I'm sure there are thousands of videos that will actually teach you how to do this. This is just me recording myself making my new intro and outro, and then I'm just going to talk through what I did. And this part's like kind of slowed down. It doesn't take this long to load. It took like 2 seconds, but it's about to go into the fast-paced side, and then we're going to talk about it. Pretty much I just have like a little idea of what I want it to look like, and then I just play for a couple hours, and then it comes out to something nice. You just saw the intro and you'll see the outro at the end. So yeah, if you're interested, stay tuned, and if you're not, goodbye. Papa's Bakery is coming your way. So the first thing I was doing was adding all of the projects into the project thing. By the way, this is uncut. I don't know, I wanted to try one, so this is the one. And then I was looking for, my first idea was to do like my logo as normal, and then for a cloud to pop out of it and it to burst into colorfulness, like one of these pictures, the next one, that one, like I was like thought but that didn't work out whatsoever. But I thought it would be cool. I loved animated stuff, so if I learn how to draw, that's definitely one thing that will become of my channel. So I thought I would incorporate it some other way. I do the intro and the outro in the same project, so that it's easier to put everything together. And all these things that I'm adding on right now, they're all from OM Plum Bob. She made my channel art, and she gave me the Photoshop file, so I used parts of that to put in this because it will match. And I'm really happy that I did that. It was $5. Go get one. So now I am trying to pretty much remake my old intro. The only reason I was making a new one was because I got a new logo, I got a new channel art, I got my entire channel vibe changed, so I wanted it to replicate that. But this didn't work out. It was just 2 different fonts, and it wasn't blending well. It blended really well last time because it was the exact same thing. So I lined them up. Oh, this is when I was trying to go get the hat. Ignore this. I was lining them up so that I could add animations. So I put them all at the same time, like it's all layered and ugly, but I add the animation at the very beginning, and then I line it up to where it ends, and then my logo there, I wanted it to cut off, so I brought it all the way back, and then I wanted the word to write itself out. So that was what I was trying to do, and it didn't work out. And then this is the animation preset. It comes with After Effects. I use CC, if you didn't see, Creative Cloud. And I was trying to make this like a colorful burst, which if you remember from way back when I was Ali Sims, that was what my intro was. I'll insert it maybe if I'm not doing anything. Yes. So then I was just trying to line up the animations and pick one for the words. And if I ever become quiet at any point in time, it is because I have nothing to say. So here I was trying a different idea where I was going to have my character icon, and she was just going to wiggle around with like the colors popping out behind her, but that didn't work out. And then I decided that I was going to use her for the outro instead, and I was playing around with animations. So then moving on, I was going to try another thing where I was going to have my video enter kind of from the middle, swooping in or rolling around inward, maybe coming from the corner. I didn't really know what I wanted, but I got rid of that too. So then I was going to try my bubble idea again, but that was really short-lived and I gave up on that. And then we finally start getting into what I actually went with. So I was going to have the pretty background in the clouds and the stars all Scribble On. I love that animation. I use it for literally everything. I was gonna have it all scribble on, but it's really complicated to get it to work, and every single time I try to do it, you have to like bring those bars out to the entire outside, and I wanted them to scribble on at the same time as if it was just the whole screen being wiped. But you have to make sure that the pointers are in the same place, so I just made sure they were outside so it would be at least closer to being correct. And so this is what happened. I tried like putting the A on top, putting the stars in the back. I just like played around a lot, and it came out to what I liked. And then I decided that I was gonna add my character in the corner popping up at the very end. None of this is timed, by the way. I just put them in the order that I want them to show up in the animation. Put them in the order that I want them to show up in their animations, and then in Premiere Pro, after this is all exported, I time it to music so that it works, and I can slow down or speed up any part that I want, or like place it anywhere, but I just need it to be in the order that it's supposed to go, and then with the animations. So this is pretty much the finished thing, and then I'm going to export it and move on to the final I'm going to move on to the outro. Okay, now starting the outro, I pretty much moved. I always have this little last time bar that's the size of a 1920 by 1080 video, which is what I always render my videos into, so they fit perfectly. And then I went into PicMonkey because I was going to get my logo, my name, into the corner like I love, but then it turned out to not blend well, so I wrote it out because I have the font. I used to not have the font, and I just cut out the hat instead. I could have used Photoshop, but I like PicMonkey. It's sometimes easier to just this was not easier, but it was fine. So then I put the hat on the A and line that all up, and I just wanted to see how the final screen would look after all the animations are through, where everything would be placed and everything. And then I decided that I wanted the clouds and the stars in the background as well. And I just had to add my subscribe button on the bottom there. And then I started to play around with the animations. Some of these always have the same animation, and then others, I wanted this to also replicate my old outro, and I went to go look at exactly how it goes. And then I had to reline everything up since it was the same project, and push everything back so that it could play out how I wanted it to. I also extended the project to 30 seconds because with an outro it's better longer, so that you can line it up to whatever music you want, but intros have to be short. Outros can be as long as you please. And then there I was lining up the paint on. I wanted the entire screen to paint on at the same time, but the words were painting on faster, and I didn't really know how to fix that. And I found out that it was because the outline was way out there. As you see, like, it's so far out that it was messing everything up, and then it really didn't even paint on at the same time after I fixed that. So then I moved it back. I don't know if this is important information, but it eventually lined up nicely. I used the same animation for that, and then I like the subscribe button to come on with my icon, and I wanted the plumb bob to come at the same time but from a different direction. So the icon is coming from the bottom left, and then the plumb bob's coming from the top left, and then they meet. And then I was going to have both of them just wobble in place like that, but they were wobbling differently. So I didn't want that, plus it would have distracted from the video that was playing in the screen right there. So I just had the plumb bob wobble, and then I had to extend everything to 30 seconds so that it would last. But as you can see, my logo is cut off because that is not going to go on forever. And that is pretty much the final thing. Now I'm just gonna export it. Okay, and now we head into Premiere Pro to line everything up with the music. And I was using the exact same music from the last intro and outro, so I just brought everything into the project and replaced the music file, and then we just lined it up. I wanted my icon in the corner to pop up at the very end. And then I just extend parts to fill in the gaps and make it all run smoothly. I'll show you guys the finished things at the end, so that you get an idea of what I was doing. I don't know, just to see it, because it's been like 14 minutes and you probably don't remember what the intro looked like or sounded like, or how the timing went. And there I'm doing the same to the outro. This was a lot harder because I didn't know the music was so poorly lined up. And then it was like a black screen in the beginning. It was a disaster, but I used the intros icon blend on instead of the outros, and it worked out nicely. And then we export and everything's cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm just going to show you the finished intro and outro, even though I'm showing you on the screen right now, but it's sped up and it don't worry about that. I'm going to show you the finished thing right after this. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. And I love you so much. I love you. Goodbye.